everyone, it's Laura. So today I'm going to do a get ready with me, and this is my first time getting ready at my new vanity, so I'm pretty excited. And I'm just going to be using mostly project pan stuff for this get ready with me. So I think in my last get ready meet with me I was talking about like what our next step was, which was getting a car. So my husband finally got his license, and the next step was getting a car, and we did get a car. We got, well, he got, it's his car. He got a Jeep Cherokee. I think it was a 2019. It was really nice, actually. It's got like a sunroof, seat warmers. It's pretty nice. And then other things that have been kind of going on is I just finished one of my classes for school, so I have a little bit of a break right now. And then, so that means I only have one course left to go, then my practicum, but I also have to take my MTELs, which I'm planning on taking one of them in this little bit of a break I have before my last class starts. So hopefully I can do that. And then, like, one major thing that happened, and I mentioned this in one of my Project Pan videos, is one of my cats, Lulu, she's the black one, she's got a stub for a tail, she passed away, and that was really sad. Yeah, one day she just wasn't walking anymore, like she was dragging her hind legs, and she's always had, like, medical issues, like she has hyperthyroidism and Manx syndrome, and we've been kind of like maintaining that and dealing with that, and you know, she's been okay. Like sometimes she would have to get like an enema for constipation or subcutaneous fluids for dehydration or stuff like that. But I guess when we brought her back between when she passed away and her last update, which was only 6 months ago, she developed cancer, and it was like just spread everywhere. So yeah, that was heartbreaking, and like I literally could not stop crying, but I think I'm okay now. Yeah. I mean, she had a really good life. I had her since I was 16. I'm 33 now, so like pretty much 50% of my life was with her, and you know, it was a good life. Other than that, nothing really much has been going on. I did have my birthday, which I mentioned. I got this vanity that I'm sitting at for my birthday. I didn't really do much for my birthday. Me and my family went out to Cracker Barrel, and I hadn't been there in such a long time. And I was kind of like thinking it would be a fun experience for my husband. You know, he's kind of new here. And Cracker Barrel has kind of like stereotypical Southern American food. So I thought that would be fun, but like I had never been there for dinner before. I think I've only ever been there for breakfast, and I have to say, like, it's not that great. I was really disappointed by the cornbread. The biscuits, though, were really good. I did that. And today, we're getting a nor'easter. So I live in Massachusetts, so it's really not that uncommon to get some nor'easters, which is like a big blizzard in the winter. We're getting one now, and we actually had a snow day, so I didn't have to go to work today, which was great. I don't like driving in the snow. Or at least like that amount of snow. One of the weird things about Lulu being gone is that like you know, she had to take a lot of medicine and like a lot of like things we had to do, like play it by ear. Like she needed, whenever she would start getting constipated, we'd give her Miralax. If she was getting dehydrated, we mix in some Pedialyte, like unflavored Pedialyte with her treats. Like there was just a lot, and like she stopped grooming herself, so she needed groomings and bathing and combing and brushing and all of this stuff. And it, like, we don't have to do that anymore. It's just like that routine had become like just, you know, part of my life. And, you know, obviously my mom helped a lot. So it's kind of weird not having that routine anymore. And I'm thinking now that my school's almost over, that routine anymore, I'm thinking I want to get into fostering animals. So over the summer, I'm a teacher. I don't work during the summer, so I think it would be like a perfect opportunity for that. You know, especially if they're like, they need someone to take care of neonatal kittens. Neonatal kittens are basically, it's just like taking care of a human baby. Like they need to be fed every 2 hours, 24/7 for weeks. You know, they need to like be monitored, like their weight. You know, if they don't have a mom. I mean, if they have a mom, they still need to be monitored to make sure like each of them is thriving. And then, you know, socialized and all of that. And I have experience with that, raising Sora, because if you don't know, one of my other cats, Sora, I found in Japan. Some lady dumped her and a sibling in front of my house when they were only 2 weeks old. So I do have experience with that. So I have 2 cats now, Sora and then Stella. Stella I got shortly after I got Lulu, so she's really old. But she's doing okay. But I'm thinking, like, I really want to get a younger buddy for Sora. I mean, Stella and Flora get along, and, you know, Stella's still got some playfulness in her, but eventually, I think it would be good to get Sora a buddy. So back for Christmas, my siblings had gotten me a video game for the Switch. So I had gotten a Switch, and my siblings got me a video game for it. It was Disney Dreamlight, and I like was so obsessed playing with that game, but I have caught up to everything. And they even recently released an update, and I've already finished all the stuff for the update. So I'm like, now what do I do? I've just been kind of farming. Like the only thing really left for me to do is to go to Scrooge McDuck's store and buy stuff. So I've just been farming, collecting coins, and buying the stuff, and I mean, it's kind of boring. I really wish they would like do another update, but I think they were saying like this is like it's what's the word, beta? It's in beta, like testing phase, so that's why like there's not a lot to do right now. Because they wanted to release it earlier. I don't really know how that works, but yeah, don't really know what to do. And I wanted to get Hogwarts Legacy, but it doesn't come out for the Switch until like July, and I don't currently own a PC, so that's kind of sad. I don't know. I really shouldn't be playing video games. I should really be focusing on school and studying for my MTELs. Oh, also, I just found out, so like, on Netflix, there's this TV show called The Winx, or Fate, The Winx Saga, that's based on some cartoon from the early 2000s, but they kind of revamped it and made it more of like a young adult, dark kind of thing. And so the original cartoon's a little bit after my time. I was a teenager when it came out, but I had heard of it, and I don't know, it kind of seemed piqued my interest the way they kind of revamped it, so I decided to give it a shot, and I really liked it. But I found out that they canceled it, and I didn't understand why, because it was a really popular show. But I was reading online that sometimes Netflix cancels things, even if they're popular, if they start costing too much money to produce or create. And I guess that was the case with that. Like, there was a lot of CGI in that show. But I'm like, what the heck? It just kind of makes me not want to watch Netflix shows anymore, because it's like, even if it's popular, it might get canceled, and like where they left it off, it was like a cliffhanger, and I'm like, it's really annoying. Kind of really hope some other network picks it up or something, because sometimes that happens. But that's really annoying. And then, you know, I was watching The Witcher, but, you know, Henry Cavill, is that how you say his name? It's not in it anymore, so, ugh, I don't know. Don't really have any TV shows I'm watching at the moment. I'm trying to get into podcasts, though. And I listened to Girls Next Level. And then I recently discovered The Basement Yard, because I kept getting, like, clips on my feed on Instagram, and I thought it was pretty funny, so I started listening to them, and then those guys are pretty funny. I like them. Alright, so that's pretty much everything. I'll see you next time.